Hey y'all! So, I have decided that if you can't hear this, I'm just gonna record over it with my handy dandy microphone and just do it like they do in the movies, you know? Oh, look at my mascara. Ooh, this is fitting. Welcome to a new vlog segment. That was my sister's idea that I am going to call Insomnia Chats. Also my sister's idea. I can't sleep. I am notorious for not being able to sleep and having really bad insomnia. All my friends and family know that I'm like this. So, welcome to my insomnia chats. I've got my Gatorade orange because I feel like it's a superior flavor, and my Cheez-Its because I'm hungry and thirsty. So, here we are. Oh, and I've got my Halloween blanket that my sister and Justin got me for my birthday last year, and I absolutely love it and I use it all the time. So thanks, besties. I have a huge idea of what I want to talk about yet. So I found this article. Hold on. Hello. God, that is so cold. So when I got home from work, I stuck this in the freezer. And I forgot it was in the freezer, so I just pulled it out. Luckily, it wasn't actually frozen solid yet. But it's very, 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 very cold, obviously. So, okay, I found this article called 50 Questions You've Never Been Asked Before YouTube tag. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone actually do this, but it seemed fun. So, let's see what questions they have. I'm sweating. So sorry, blanket. I want it to be all cozy, but I'm sweating. Okay. What's your favorite candle scent? What a random question. Vanilla. I'm a vanilla girly. That would be my all-time favorite, I would say. What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? I already have a sister, and honestly, I don't wish for any other sister but my own. But my favorite female celebrity, Olivia Rodrigo, is my favorite, hands down. What male celebrity do you wish was your brother? I don't know. What a weird question. I know that's the point, but like, when you're obsessed with celebrities, I don't think you want them to be your siblings. Okay, if I had to have a brother, a celebrity brother, then who would I want it to be? I gotta think of someone that I don't like find attractive, like I want to date, because that's weird. But that would be a nice brother to have. The urge to just skip this question, but that's the whole point of the video. Okay, Tyler Posey is the first one that comes to my mind. Love you, T-Pose, but yeah, you could be my brother. Okay. How old do you think you'll be when you get married? 50. Listen, I'm just a girl with no romantic prospects, no suitors, and who will soon be a burden to her parents. I don't know if you guys remember. Do you like this from Pride and Prejudice? I should have quoted it if I didn't know, but I'm pretty sure it's from Pride and Prejudice. In all seriousness, though, I have absolutely no romantic prospects ever. Like, not ever, I mean at all. So, at this rate I'm gonna be like fucking 50, but whatever. Do you know a hoarder? No. Not like to the level of like that hoarder show that used to be on like TLC. So, can you do a split? I got close, but I can never really like fully do one because there's 3 different types of splits. My dancer knowledge is coming out. There's like front splits, you know, with the certain like the right leg in front, the left leg in front. Those are like 2 different splits, and then there's the like, forget what that split is called, side split. I don't know. There's that split. There's also like jazz splits, but that's not what they're talking about. I got close, but I don't think I ever actually like comfortably sat in a split. It would be fun though. How old were you when you learned to ride a bike? I want to be so real. I don't even remember learning to ride a bike. Who the hell taught me to ride a bike? Actually, Amber, if you're watching this, that's my sister if you didn't know. Do you remember who taught me to ride a bike? It had to have been you. How many oceans have you swam in? Just one. The ocean near me, which Pacific? I don't want to say Pacific. I'm gonna look this up. This is so embarrassing. I had the highest GPA in geography when I was in school. Okay, what ocean is by Massachusetts? Atlantic. So I've only ever swam in the Atlantic. That would be fun though, to make it a mission. But no, because then you'd have to swim in the Arctic Ocean and that would be really cold. How many countries have you been to? 1, the United States of America. I would really like to change that though and travel more, but you know, we'll see. Hopefully. Soon. Is anyone in your family in the army? No. What would you name your daughter if you had one? Jessica Elizabeth. I picked it out already. Elizabeth is my sister's first name, so I named it after my sister. And I just like the name Jessica. Maybe that'll change. I don't know. What would you name your son if you had one? Jonathan Toby. I've had this name picked out since I was little. Toby was the name of my American Boy doll that I had, because they did make like American like baby dolls, but they were like more like toddlers. And I had a boy of those. They were twins actually, Abby and Toby. But so I've always loved the name Toby for some reason. So that would be my son, and then the Jonathan is after my dad. What's the worst grade you got on a test? I have failed the test before. Math. I failed a lot of math tests in my day. So, what was your favorite TV show when you were a child? That's hard. I started watching Vampire Diaries when I was like 10 or 11. So like I want to say that, but if we're thinking even earlier, it would have been like Sweet Life on Deck or Wizards of Waverly Place. Like those two shows were so superior. Like they were so good. What did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? I don't remember, and I just found out that most people actually remember their whole childhood, and that is a absolutely wild fact to me because I have maybe 2 memories from every year, maybe. Apparently that's not normal. Like, I don't know what it was in 2008. I have no idea. I can guess. I mean, I'm gonna guess a ninja. Because maybe that was 2009 or 10. That's the earliest one I can remember. So, I'm gonna go with that. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? Yes, I've read all the Harry Potter books, including Cursed Child. I never finished the 7th one though, because I knew how it ended, obviously. But so I'm gonna have to go back and finish that eventually. Hunger Games, I read all of them, except for A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I have that on my shelf. I just haven't read it yet. But I've read the original trilogy. Twilight series, I read the first one and finished it, and then I was like, I don't see the point in reading the rest of these, honestly, because I've seen all the movies, and there's nothing really different, so won't be finishing those. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? I have an American accent, and I've always wished that I had a British accent. Did your mother go to college? Yes. Although I had to think about that. Yeah, she did. Are your grandparents still married? No. Because one of my grandparents, well, I have one set of grandparents, and technically one of them is like dead, and my nana is free together with my baba. They've been together like my whole life, but they're not married. I mean, they're basically married, but they're not like officially married, so I guess no. Have you ever taken karate lessons? Not officially, but my dad can do karate, and he taught me some stuff, and I've done like YouTube lessons because, listen, I love Cobra Kai, so I wanted to be able to do karate. I'm obviously like don't really know anything. I'm not that good, but I do box, so you know. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Yes, I worked at Disney. I obviously know who Kermit the Frog is. Triggered, thank you for that. What's the first amusement park you've been to? Disney. My mom used to make us go to Disney every single year for my entire life. Well, until they got divorced when I was 7. I hope you enjoyed that trauma dump. Yeah, so I think the first time I went to Disney I was like 1 or 2. Maybe I was even, probably 1, I don't know, maybe I was younger. Again, I don't remember my childhood, so. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? Norwegian. I know some of it, I'm learning some of it. I've been doing Duolingo in Norwegian for like years now, on and off. I can speak a little bit of it. No, I'm not going to do it. Do you spell the color as gray or gray? Like EY or AY? Honestly, I have to look this up constantly. I think America is AY. I don't know. I guess it would just depend on my mood, because EY looks better to me, but then I question myself. No, you know what? Maybe America is EY. I don't know. Whatever strikes me as correct at the time. Is your father bald? No. My dad has so much hair. Go him. Do you know triplets? Not in real life. The only triplets I even know, like in the worlds of, are the Stramulio triplets, however you say that. They're hilarious. I don't think I know any triplets in real life. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? Titanic all the way. Have you ever had Indian food? Yes. If chicken katsu curry at Wagamama's counts as Indian food. So, a tentative maybe, because I'm not actually sure. What's the name of your favorite restaurant? Do I have a favorite restaurant? Oh, yes I do. Oh, San Diego's, which they're closing. But I do like Anejo, which is what they're replacing it with, so I suppose that's okay. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? Yes, I love Olive Garden, it's so good. Do you belong to any warehouse stores? No, I don't belong to anyone, ho. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I don't know. If you have a nickname, what is it? Well, my name's Kelsey, so people call me Kels. My sister and her boyfriend, my future brother-in-law, called me Kelfie. Justin, who is, sorry, I call him just Bunny, so it's weird not to. He calls me Kelpiesaurus. My dad calls me the Kelsefint sometimes, or Kelsey-rella. My family used to call me Bug, but that's out of vogue now. I don't really get called Bug. My dad also calls me Captain K. Yeah, KB for Kelsey Baby. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of nicknames, honestly. Who is your favorite person in the world? Tie between my dad and my sister. My favorite 2 people in the entire world. And then Just Bunny's like a really solid, like, second favorite. Would you rather live in a rural area or in the suburbs? Depends on my age. You know, like, for this time in my life, living in the city is fine, but I feel like when I want to settle down and have children, then I want to be in the suburbs, because I loved growing up in the suburbs. Can you whistle? No, I can't. Do you sleep with a nightlight? Yes, I do. I sleep with my salt lamp on. Do you eat breakfast every morning? Actually, surprisingly, yes. But breakfast is a really loose term, because sometimes it's just like a granola bar or like an English muffin. Like, it's not always like this big feast, you know? Do you take any pills or medication daily? Yes, I do. I take anxiety medicine, and then an anxiety medicine booster, and then I take medicine for my skin. What medical conditions do you have? Anxiety, yeah. And then, I don't know, like, I take stuff for my skin right now. I don't know if you call that a medical condition, but that's it so far. How many times have you been to the hospital? Twice? Oh, no, 3 times. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Again, I worked at Disney. Please stop with the Disney questions. I'm, like, so triggered. Where do you buy your jeans? American Eagle? I'm a big, like, American Eagle jeans girly, like, just because I've been wearing them for so long and they're comfortable, so, like, I'm hesitant to try anything else, so. What's the last compliment you got? My boss at work raved to my dad about how amazing I am, so, yay. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Yes or no, like, it depends. And I have the weirdest, most out-of-pocket, most random dreams ever. Like, they're so random and convoluted. What flavor tea do you enjoy? I like chamomile. I like green tea. I like English breakfast tea. And that's all I can think of. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15, at least, if I counted it right. It might be more, but at least 15. Wow, that's a lot of shoes, actually. Dang. What religion will you raise your children to practice? None. They can do whatever they want. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? Oh. I was, like, kind of old to believe in Santa, but, like, I didn't really believe in Santa anymore, but I mostly just, like, kept believing because it made my dad so happy. Why do you have a Tumblr? It's so embarrassing. I have a Tumblr because I love looking at GIFs on Tumblr. Like, for any show I watch or, like, any movie, I always look up GIFs of that show or movie. Or, like, any couple that I, like, think is cute together, like, in a TV show setting, like 2 characters. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to Tumblr and look that up. I love Tumblr. I think it's underrated. That's why I have a Tumblr. I think I made it in, like, middle school, and I kept it, and I still use it. So. Some of those questions were subpar, must admit. Some of them genuinely, though, were good, and were made me think, and I had never heard before. So, props to whoever wrote that. I had a good time. I'm still not really tired. I do, like, want some Cheez-Its, though. I'm, like, wide awake. I could look up more questions, but I don't really want to. It kind of seems like a lot of effort. I hope you enjoyed this insomnia chat. Let me finish chewing. Hope you enjoyed this insomnia chat. That's all I have to say. My lips are still orange. See you guys in the morning. Later, gators.